We were hoping to get the whole project done in one day, the crane up and test and everything. It's a lot to do. We were able to get the whole chassis and the cross base and the base ballast, but we did get most of the upper done in one day. 10 semi-loads of materials and parts and pieces that have to get unloaded, and then we kind of hit darkness.
One very unique thing about this building is next to the building, attached to it, is actually an elevated parking garage structure. And this building was built and put into service in 1964. This was a newer concept in the time, and elevated parking garages, and it ended up being a disaster, and after 3 years they shuttered it. But the parking floors only have about 7-foot clear heights, and so we have to take out every other floor, and on that side of the project we're creating these really unique 14-foot ceiling loft-style units.
Very excited to do this project and get a real tower crane up here in Spokane. We've done a lot of self-erects, but no tower cranes. And this is our first one in Spokane, and hopefully it catches on here. As people can see, a lot of old buildings getting remodeled and redone. We can easily fit a city base outside the building without having to pour a big foundation and have a lot of disturbance and extra cost.
We are seeing a lot of in-migration into the city, and that includes the Coeur d'Alene area as well. But what makes it pretty unique is it sits right in between two major regional hospitals. So we feel it's going to be really attractive to the professionals and employees that work around the hospitals, and also younger people looking for an urban lifestyle in a nice area.
Day two, we were able to finish the upper, get all the counterballast in, and reeve the crane and do the load test, and have the guys on the road by noon.
As far as our ability to perform the construction, we essentially had two options. We could hire a mobile boom crane every time we needed picking, or we could utilize a tower crane on site. And my company, we have 3 tower crane operators certified with the NCCCO, so we can perform that operation, and we don't have to rely on a third party for any picking.
So on this 219 here at the 508 West 6 building, they're going to have the option to not only run it from the cab, but run it with radio remote. That'll allow them, instead of picking in the blind, to be able to be right in the action with the radio remote. So that was a big feature that sold Nick on having this crane on their site. They're going to be dropping a bunch of steel down through the roof to reinforce it and then turn it into condos. So it'll be here for about 12 to 18 months for the project. It'll be handling a lot of the demolition, debris, and then the penthouse has a whole living area top of the building that they'll be building with that once they top out. The other thing that was very complicated about this job site is there's lots of power lines. So basically power lines all the way around this project. So we're able to use Potain topsite and zone off all those areas so that it made it safe for the operator, whether he's in the cab or in running the radio remote.
Yeah, one thing important to add, besides the use of the Potain Manitowoc crane, which is a really excellent product, we've been happy using it up at our north site. The Rocky Mountain crane, which is the dealer and erector for this crane, is an amazing company to work with and such a good partner to Brumback. It allows us to be able to do this efficiently, safely, and so we just appreciate what RMC does for us.